What's up, guys? Michigan Air Gunner. We're out here today with the NetVor 458 big bore regulated rifle. This is a pretty sweet little rifle. It's not a super big powerhouse. If you want one of these, you can pick it up from High Pressure Pneumatics. Although this particular one did come from his shop, it is not my gun. This is actually belongs to my buddy Kevin that you've seen in a couple of my videos. He's had this gun since before deer season last year. He got it, and unfortunately it did have some valve issues, and it took him a while to get that resolved. But Tom at High Pressure Pneumatics did help him get this whole gun back up and running, even though it took some time getting some stuff from Talon Tunes, because that's where the parts come from. I don't know. But anyway, knowing my buddy Kevin, he has this gun set up to shoot about 75 yards because it's a couple inches high at 100, a couple inches low at 50. Reverse that, something like that. Anyway, I decided to I put my target out a little bit more, I put my seat back a little bit more, so we're at 70 yards. And we're going to see what we can do with some Mr. Hollow Point ammo. I got 5 different slugs to try out. This is the first day I've got to play with this gun, and I really wanted to just get something out with it. I know a lot of people wanted to see this gun and see what it can do. Hopefully we'll be able to get some video of my buddy Kevin hunting with this gun. Also, I believe he's going to tune this to be a 5 or a 4 shot gun and put out a little bit more power in a later date, and when he does that, I'll do another video with him on this gun if everything works out. So don't hold me to it, but if it works out, that's what we're gonna do. So anyway, I'm gonna quit yapping, I'm gonna start shooting, we'll get this thing rolling. In the seat, we have moved the target back, and we've moved myself back to be at 70 yards with the NetVor. We're going to go from the heaviest slug to the lightest slug, because I feel like I don't want to redo this all. So if I go from the heaviest and I'm already aiming high, then we'll fall a little low, and if we use the lightest last, we'll shoot a little high. So I think we'll stay in that cardboard target. Alright. So our first up, these are all Mr. Hollow Point slugs. We're going to be using a 365. This is not his typical super wide mouth hollow point. This one almost comes to like a point. We're going to do 3 shot groups of each. My buddy said this should get about 8 shots per fill. So we're going to do 3 shot groups of each slug. We have 5 different slugs. This is the farthest we're going to do because I didn't really want to make this a super long video, and it is relatively windy out. But yeah, anyway, we're just going to film right through the scope and see what happens. So for this gun, you have to cock it, and then there's a little switch on this side which opens up the tray, which is kind of weird that it's a single shot. You would think that they'd at least give you a second one. That's one weird thing, I guess. Alright. Loaded up a little rough, but we'll see. I'll tell you what, this thing has a great trigger. I just shot it to make sure I was going to be on paper. Alright. Not where I expected that to go. We are recording, right? Okay. Not where I expected it, but it looks like it's right next to the other one. These do need a little bump to get in there. I'm not sure. It looks like a sweet 3-shot group, but I also see something at the top that could be a hole. Anyway, so now let's see here. 365. I'm gonna go with 355. I'm gonna take 6 shots and refill. The good thing about that is we don't have to stop a bunch of times. This guy is a very large mouth hollow point. Fits in there nice. Little bump going in. Off to the other side. Peculiar. Not bad. I mean, definitely not a horrible group. So now I'm going to refill it and then we're going to go to the next one. So I'll be right back. Alright, so now we're back. We'll be using the 333 grain. This is a ribbed slug for her pleasure, not yours. Another very large hollow point. I actually really like this slug. I have this similar slug for my bushbuck, and it loves these slugs. So, it's a beautiful day. It's like 80 some degrees out right now. But we got some crap weather coming. And then next week it's supposed to be cold again. Sweet. Alright, make sure we're recording. Alright. For some reason it keeps shooting off to one of the sides. That one was dead center. Crazy. And that one was right next to the other one. Peculiar. Very peculiar. Next up, I'm going to do the 300 grain. See if we do any better. I don't know why I stopped that. Right back on. Makes it easier in editing if I know where to start and stop. Not bad. Not bad. Maybe the lighter we go, the better she gets. This ain't exactly a powerhouse of an air gun, but you do get a lot of shots for a big bore. I'd say she likes the 300 grain. Oh, all right, we're at the fill part. We're gonna fill again. All right, so now we're back. We got the lightest slug of the bunch, which is a 280 grain. We'll also do a speed test with the 280s, just because I really think this is meant for lighter bullets. Until you turn it up. I mean, this is set at stock regulator settings. I pushed in a little hard. Push our button. This is my first time shooting this gun today, anyway. Low and to the side. Definitely a snug fit. All right. Well, in my personal opinion, the 300 grain did the best. I think that would be a great slug to use if you were hunting. So, all right, do our 70-yard walk. So my camera died while I was shooting the 280 grain, which kind of sucks, but I'm not really gonna do it again because the group really wasn't that great. So now, this does not mean this is a bad gun. This does not mean these are bad slugs. This just means that this gun does not particularly like this ammo. So just want to get that point across. And just like, you know, this is real life. I've had, what is it? Looks like we got 2 good groups out of all those. Sometimes you get really good groups, sometimes you don't. I'm not gonna cherry pick it for you. I'm just gonna grab the best slug I think would work in this gun and then come out and shoot some stuff. Anyway, after this, we will do a speed test and then we're gonna shoot some melon. Or actually, I should say cantaloupe. Because if I would have bought a watermelon, I would have ate it on the way here. I wouldn't have shot it. Anyway, oh wow. Looks like we got 3 good groups. I really don't even know where one of these bullet holes came from. So, yeah, I'm confused. All right. This is the 365 we shot first. There's obviously 3 holes right here. And I don't know where that is. I don't know if this, because I was shot to sight in. I put one here. Oh, okay, never mind. I remember. This was for me sighting in. I shouldn't have put that there. Anyway, this was the 365. So these did really great. That's less than an inch at 70 yards. The 355s did okay. Not spectacular. The 333s did okay. Again, not spectacular. The 300s did really well. And then this was the 280. Like I said, it's not great, but it could be a lot better. So yeah, sorry the confusion. This shot here, I should have covered that up when I started shooting, because originally I went back there to find out where I was hitting, and I hit one really low, then I hit one really high, then I hit right here, and that's why that looks different than the rest. So yeah, anyway, we'll go back there. I'm actually going to do the 300 grain. I'm going to put that through the chronograph, see what type of numbers we get, and then we're going to blow up that cantaloupe. So that should be pretty fun. Alright, so we're going to do the speed test. If you're wondering why I'm in a different spot, it's because I forgot the chronograph when I was at home. So yeah, anyway, we're going to use the 300 grain. We're going to take 3 shots and see what happens. I need to get a phone holder out here. Sorry if this feels a little rushed, but trying to get this done, and then I got some other stuff to do. It's just busy with summer weather coming. But I will tell you this, we do have the Tex Rex coming, and we are going to take our sweet time with that. Anyway, shot number 1. 790. Like I said, it's not a powerhouse. Will it kill a deer? Yeah. 792, pretty consistent. Well, first it said 786, then it said 785. So we only took 1 shot. We'll do one more. We'll just see. Set my phone back up here. If anything's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong while you're trying to film something. Just like my camera running out of memory, and I had to delete a bunch of stuff. All right. 790. All right, so that's not bad. Go like this, few shots. So that is 415 foot-pounds, and 418 foot-pounds, 410 foot-pounds, and 415 foot-pounds. More than enough to take a deer. I think he's wanting to try to get this up to 500 foot-pounds, but that, like I said, that's going to be another video later on. But either way, it's still more than capable of taking a deer. And if you've noticed, it is not as loud as a lot of other big bores. That's because it's using that air more efficiently. This even has a muzzle brake on it, and it's still not that loud. You wouldn't even need ear protection. Like the 50 I shot, the AEA HP Max 50, that left my ears ringing a little bit. This is nothing. Anyway, we'll get refilled and we'll do some more shooting. Alright, so like I said, not quite a powerhouse. Now we're filled up. gonna take out these melons, or cantaloupe, whatever you want to call them. Oh, this ain't the one I want. I want the 300 grain. Hopefully I don't mess my phone up, because that's what I got recording down there. Get my button. Beautiful. I mean, they do make a really good sound when you hit them. They didn't pop as good as they did with the 50. So, anyway, let's go down there and check it out. It smells cantaloupe down here. Alright, let me take you off of this. Alright. Destruction from number one. That was a good hit. I mean, we blew her out. Little tiny hole there. Big hole, no guts there. Alright guys, so huge shout out to my buddy Kevin for letting us borrow this gun. If you're interested in this gun, you can reach out to High Pressure Pneumatics. Tom would be happy to help you out. Really, it is a nice gun. It's just not the powerhouse we're used to in air guns. Will it do the job? Yes. Will you get consistent shots? Yes. Finding the right slug is going to be up to you, but I think we found some pretty good ones in the mix that I brought today. So, anyway guys, till next time, keep shooting.